There's a hidden law behind visualization that almost no one knows about, and that's why most people imagine the future but remain stuck in the same present. There's a specific point within you that activates reality, and when it lights up, the universe doesn't just respond, it reorganizes itself. If you've already visualized, desired, repeated techniques, and still something felt missing, it's because no one ever showed you this. Feeling before seeing. Today you're going to discover why your visualizations aren't coming to life, and how to change that in a way that your reality will have no choice but to respond. If you want to understand the key that transforms imagination into real manifestation, take a deep breath and stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly how to activate this new timeline. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel to connect with the energy of creation. Most people believe that visualizing is just closing your eyes and imagining a scene. They create pretty pictures, but empty ones, mental frames that carry no life of their own. It's like trying to light a flame using only the drawing of a fire. Nothing actually warms, nothing actually moves, and they wonder why nothing changes out there. Throughout life, we've been taught to think with our heads, but never to feel with presence. That's why many visualize like someone watching a distant movie, disconnected from their own story. They see the desired house, the ideal relationship, the dreamed future, but they keep feeling the same way they felt before imagining all of this. The result is always the same: expectation without energy. Visualizing only with the mind is like sending the universe a request without a signature. The image goes out, but the energy that confirms the intention never arrives. That's why so many repeat techniques, affirm phrases, sketch out goals, and still remain trapped in the same old patterns. Mental visualization alone doesn't create impact, doesn't open pathways, doesn't transform frequency. Think of someone trying to change their own life by imagining abundance, but continues feeling worry, fear, or scarcity. The image says one thing, but the body says another, and the universe responds to the body, not to the mental picture. The person doesn't understand they're sending two opposite signals at the same time. But there's something even deeper behind this disconnect, something most people never notice, and that completely transforms the act of visualizing. This forgotten point is the true core of manifestation, the silent key that activates everything you want to experience, and it's exactly what we're going to talk about now. There's a point within each person that functions as the true reality switch. It's not the logical mind, nor the mental effort of repeating images. It's the emotional center, that quiet place where feeling and presence meet. When this point activates, visualization stops being a dream and becomes a vibrational command. That's where the universe begins to listen. The emotional center is like a magnetic field, subtle yet powerful. It doesn't respond to words or scattered thoughts, but to internal state. When someone feels before seeing, this field expands. It gains density, form, direction. It becomes a clear signal sent to the fabric of reality. Imagine someone trying to manifest love, but carrying insecurity at the same time. The mind projects a scene, but the body sends another message. But when the emotional center is activated, something shifts. The body begins to feel the future as present, and the universe reacts to what's being felt, not to what's being imagined. Feeling before seeing is like living an instant of the future in the now. It's a vibrational rehearsal, an opening of doors between internal dimensions. The emotional center becomes the stage where the new reality rehearses its first movements. That's where synchronicities begin to emerge, discreet yet unmistakable. And each one confirms that the frequency is aligning. But there's an even more interesting phenomenon that happens right after this activation, something that reveals how reality responds precisely to internal state. It's the point where the universe stops being a backdrop and becomes a living mirror, And when that happens, nothing stays the same. Let's explore this effect now. Reality always responds to internal state, even when the person doesn't notice. It doesn't respond to words spoken aloud, nor to scattered images created by the mind. It responds to the vibrational field the body sustains. That's why when someone changes the feeling, the world around them changes with it. Reality is a silent extension of what is felt. When the emotional center is activated, reality begins to reorganize. Small signs appear first, like coincidences that seem like mere chance, but nothing is chance when vibration is being altered. These signs are messages, invitations, confirmations. They're answers from the universe saying, "I'm listening." Imagine someone who begins to feel abundance before seeing it. Suddenly, opportunities emerge where there were once blocks. The right people arrive, ideas clarify, paths open without effort, not because they forced the change, but because they became compatible with it. Reality simply adjusted its form to reflect the new state. This effect is like throwing a stone into a lake. The feeling is the stone, reality is the waves that form afterward. Each emotion sent to the field creates a movement that propagates until it touches the physical world. And the more coherent the internal state, the faster the waves reach the surface. That's why feeling first is always more powerful than waiting to see in order to believe. But there's a detail almost no one notices in this process, something so simple, yet so profound that it can accelerate or completely block manifestation. It's the point where most people sabotage themselves without realizing it. And as long as this mistake isn't corrected, the reality response effect will always have limits. Let's reveal this error now. Most people visualize the future while carrying the feeling of the present. They imagine something grand, but continue feeling doubt, fear, or scarcity. This discrepancy creates a silent vibrational conflict. It's like trying to tune a radio station while the frequency dial is on the wrong point. The intention exists, but the signal doesn't reach the universe cleanly. When the person visualizes with their current feeling, they reinforce exactly what they don't want. Imagines abundance, but feels lack. Imagines love, but feels loneliness. Imagines victory, but feels insecurity. And the universe responds to the predominant feeling, not to the imagined desire. This is the hidden error, trying to visualize a desired future with the emotion of the past. It's like planting a new seed in soil that's still contaminated. Nothing blooms because the field doesn't sustain the necessary vibration. The mental image even rises, but the body sends a different signal. And when body and mind disagree, reality follows the body. Think of someone trying to manifest a new life, but carrying the weight of old experiences. They try to create an image, but the sensation doesn't match what they imagine. The body knows it's not aligned. And as long as the old feelings dominate, the future finds no space to materialize. That's why so many feel stuck, even while trying to do everything right. But when this error is corrected, something profound happens. Energy stops fighting against itself and begins to flow in the direction of desire. The field opens, the body relaxes, the mind enters coherence, and at that point, reality begins to bend in a way few people have ever experienced. It's exactly this internal bend we'll explore now. When internal state aligns with the feeling of the future, something extraordinary begins to happen. Reality stops being rigid and starts behaving like a flexible field. It bends, as if responding to a new vibrational geometry. It's not magic or coincidence, it's resonance. The universe organizes itself around the dominant vibration the person emanates. Imagine someone who finally feels the desired end before seeing it. They're no longer seeking the future, they're living its vibration now. At that moment, the timeline that once seemed distant begins to approach. Small openings emerge, synchronicities intensify, improbable paths connect. The new reality begins to touch the edge of the present. This internal bend functions as a vibrational portal. It's subtle, silent, yet powerful. The person notices this when everything starts to coincide with what they felt previously, as if life were revealing previews of what's to come. Reality becomes more malleable, more responsive, more alive. It's at this point that many describe a sensation of inevitability. It's no longer a question of if it will happen, but of when and how it will manifest. The vibration is so stabilized that reality has no choice but to reflect it. The quantum bend is this, the moment when the universe reorganizes to align the external with the internal. And the more coherent the feeling, the deeper the change. But there's a way to accelerate this bend, amplifying its impact and speed. A simple yet powerful practice that prepares the body and energy field for this expansion. Something that, when repeated throughout the day, keeps the vibration stable and strong. It's like activating an internal engine that keeps the frequency at the right point. And that's exactly what we're going to explore in the next topic. When someone has already started feeling the future before seeing it, the vibration is ready to be amplified. And this is where the accelerator of new reality comes in. Small acts of coherence scattered throughout the day. They're emotional micro-adjustments that keep the body in tune with the desire already felt. They function as vibrational reminders that reinforce the new timeline. Simple, quick, but capable of altering energy profoundly. These micro-visualizations don't need to last more than a few seconds. Just close your eyes, breathe, and reconnect with the sensation of the desired future. It's a quick touch, but powerful, that realigns the vibe before it drifts. It's like tuning an instrument several times throughout the day. Small corrections keep the sound pure, the rhythm strong, and the energy elevated. Imagine someone walking down the street and, for a brief instant, accessing the final emotion of their desire. A second of anticipated joy, a breath of future gratitude, a glimpse of what's to come. This small gesture tells the universe, I'm here, I'm feeling, I'm ready. These microstates create vibrational stability. They keep the person within the same timeline of reality they want to attract. When this habit settles in, the body begins to recognize the new frequency as natural. Vibration stops being an occasional intention and becomes a way of existing. Reality responds with even more signs, alignments, and unexpected movements. The energy field becomes more sensitive, more open, more guided. It's a state where manifestation stops being effort and becomes consequence. But there's still the deepest step, the moment where everything comes together. The emotional center, presence, micro-coherence, the internal bend. There's a specific ritual capable of consolidating all of this into a single process. It's simple, yet potent, and was created to activate new reality consciously. And it's exactly this ritual that will be revealed now. This ritual exists to unite everything you've learned so far into a single vibrational process. It begins with breathing. Not because breathing itself manifests anything, but because it opens space within the body for the new to enter. Breathing consciously for a few moments slows down the mind and calms the internal field. It's like cleaning the altar before lighting the candle of intention. After breathing comes connection with the emotional center. Place a hand on your chest and allow yourself to feel your own heart without rush. This physical touch activates body awareness and calls energy to the present moment. This is where the ritual begins to come alive, because the body awakens and becomes receptive. And vibration begins to rise naturally, without effort. Next, choose a short scene of 10 to 15 seconds, simple, direct, and emotional. You don't need to imagine the entire future, just a specific instant that represents the desired end. It could be a celebratory hug, a door being opened, a message arriving, a symbolic gesture that marks the achievement. This scene is the vibrational core, the point that will give shape to the entire manifestation. Now enter the scene as if you were inside it in first person. Feel what you would touch, see what you would see, let the body react as if it were already happening. Don't force perfect images, force real feelings. What matters is the warmth, the emotion, the internal vibration. Hold that sensation for a few seconds, and then release. Releasing is the final act of the ritual, the moment when you surrender to the universe the work of adjusting the path. Releasing isn't giving up, it's allowing. It's recognizing that the vibration has already been sent and that reality is moving in your direction. And the more you practice this ritual, the more natural it becomes to feel the future before living it. And that's exactly where the universe begins to reveal the new reality that's already being built for you. If you apply what you learned here today, you won't just be visualizing, you'll be reconfiguring the vibration that creates your reality. Every time you feel before seeing, you'll be sending the universe a clear and coherent signal. This simple act has already begun to elevate your frequency, and it's exactly in this state that the most significant changes happen. Remember, every real transformation begins within. The fact that you've made it this far already shows you're ready to access a new timeline, a higher version of yourself. Now tell me, what scene did you choose to feel as if it had already happened? Share in the comments. Your answer might inspire others who are on the same journey. And before you go, here's something special. Today, before sleeping, repeat the ritual for just 20 seconds. Nothing elaborate, nothing forced. Just feel the end. Allow your body to memorize this vibration and let the universe do the rest. If this video touched you, remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications and watch the next video, because your expansion doesn't end here. It's only just beginning. The universe always responds to your vibration, and right now, yours is rising.